I'm Rebecca Singer, and my topic is on RoboTaxis. Is it AI, and what are we actually buying? Okay, so full disclosure, I've never personally been in one. I've only ever watched their videos. A car pulls up to the side of the road, no one's in the driver's seat. The steering wheel spins by itself. A person my age casually opens the door and steps into the back like it's no big deal. Everyone just keeps saying AI, and I keep saying, like I understand. But the more I looked into it, the more I wanted a straight answer. If I pressed that button tomorrow, what would I actually be paying for? Here's the first thing that surprised me. This isn't some science project, it's here, and it's everywhere. At Waymo, they're already doing 500,000 paid robotaxi rides per week to passengers in 10 cities across the US and have a CEO who already says they're going to be doing over 1 million paid trips per week by the end of 2026. They will rack up 15 million rides per year. Tesla launched its own robotaxi service in Austin. Zoox is running in Vegas, and this is just the US. So the question isn't whether this is happening, it's what's in the price tag. I went down a rabbit hole. I assumed the robotaxi is one AI. Well, no, it's many systems, only some we would consider AI. There's perception, cameras plus radar plus LiDAR streaming into neural networks that recognize pedestrians, lane lines, and brake lights. Waymo's newest sensor setup has 13 cameras, 4 LiDAR units, 6 radar units, and an array of external audio receivers. Then prediction, a model guessing what every object will do next. Will that jaywalker stop? Will that cyclist swerve? Then navigation. The car picks a path, and here's the plot twist. This part often isn't a neural network. It's older school software, rules, math. Much like the navigation system in a normal car or an app like Waze. Then control, steering, throttle, brakes. So yes, there's real machine learning in there, but it's not ChatGPT behind the wheel. The car doesn't understand anything. It recognizes patterns and follows a playbook. This was quite a revelation for me. Whenever someone tells me AI is driving you, it's a bit of an exaggeration. Then I found the part nobody really talks about. If Waymo gets jammed up due to road construction, a traffic cop waving his hands, or a double-parked truck, it requests human assistance. As of February 2026, Waymo reportedly had approximately 70 remote agents online globally at any given time. And here's the nuance. These agents don't control or actively monitor the vehicles. They respond when the car requests specific information, and then the system decides whether to use or ignore that response. So it's not a human joystick, but it's also not pure AI either. It's somewhere in between, which is honestly more interesting than either extreme. Okay, so when I tap that app, where does my fare actually go? 1. The car itself. A Waymo Jaguar is estimated to cost somewhere around $150,000 per vehicle. Their newer Jeeker-based model is supposed to cut that roughly in half, but we're still talking about a car worth more than some houses. 2. The computer. Analysts estimate that the onboard computer alone runs somewhere in the $10,000 to $14,000 range. 3. The research and development. Waymo has reportedly invested upwards of $11 billion in developing this technology and just raised around $16 billion this year. 4. The humans. Remote agents, fleet cleaners, engineers, safety teams. 5. The miles. Waymo says the system has now driven nearly 200 million miles. Every one of those miles is training data that went into the ride you're taking right now. AI is on the receipt, but it's nowhere near the whole bill. But here's the crazy thing. Does it actually work? According to Waymo, out of more than 127 million miles driven, they've been involved in 90% fewer serious injury crashes than human drivers. If these numbers prove true over the long term, that's huge. So, is a robotaxi AI? Partly, it's machine learning fused with old school engineering, expensive hardware, detailed maps, and quiet human oversight in the background. When I tap that button, I'm not buying a thinking machine. I'm buying the combined work of thousands of engineers, millions of training miles, and a system still learning how to share the road with the rest of us. The future isn't driving itself, not yet. We're just along for the ride and paying for the privilege. For Democratic Technologies, this is Rebecca Singer. Thank you for listening.